Lucas, what's your favorite sports team?
That's okay. You really put me on the spot. I don't watch
what are your favorite
sports.
sports in general, anyway?
Lucas doesn't watch sports. That's a bad
I
question
don't
to start
watch.
with
This
on
is a
Lucas.
bad question.
Lucas, here we
Why are
go.
we targeting
Hold
Lucas?
on. I have one. Lucas, let's just jump right into it. You just got pulled over on your way home. Tell
We're
us
gonna
what
talk
just
about that?
happened because that was hilarious.
It was hilarious. I don't know if
Walk
it was
us through
hilarious.
it.
I don't.
Yeah, come
I don't
on.
know
Walk
if
us
that
through
would be okay. If that's the description you want to
Give
give
us
to
the whole
that.
story. Start
Well, it's
from the beginning.
hilarious for us. It
you
might
were-
not be
you
hilarious
were-
for you, but
So
Sucking
We
face
just-
with your girlfriend. Start from
no,
there.
well, sort of, yeah. So I'm
ooh,
taking.
You can go into detail if you want to. I mean, we're here to listen.
Well,
I have a soundboard ready.
What kind of details are you looking for? You want me to say that I was
What were you
making out with my
sucking
This
girlfriend?
is
cheeks
a
or something?
podcast. You can be as broad as you want it to
Oh,
be.
Can you recreate it?
so-
with
Lucas,
me
let
in
me
this
start the
camera right
story
now?
for you. You just got
no,
done
no, no,
dropping.
no, no, no.
That's staying in
Okay,
there too,
I
Jack.
was-
You know what?
I
I
was-
can click
okay.
on that and live. I can full screen it. So Lucas just got done dropping off his girlfriend. He's on his way. He's leaving.
I took my girlfriend back to her house, and on the way back, joined a Discord call and was promptly rushed up by you three fools.
Don't
So,
blame it on us, dog.
Hey,
So
you're in
So then I'm
control of
like-
the gas
so then,
pedal.
So then I'm like, all right, I guess that gives me permission to speed.
Right.
Nope.
We have the
how far did
authority to go past the
I don't even
laws.
remember how far I made it. I know I made it past the Nebo Cumberland Presbyterian Church.
Lucas, that doesn't
I know
really
I made
help
it.
people on the podcast.
Okay,
Just-
that doesn't help them on the podcast. Anyways,
I don't know.
You
what
You
it
don't
is.
know where Cumberland Presbyterian
Yeah,
is
yeah.
down on that one dirt road down there by
Down
the
by
food
that there
land.
tree in the south.
no, and
Oh, that one tree?
Yeah.
Oh, that one dirt
Oh.
road, Blake.
Around
You
that
know
one
where
dirt-
the
one
dirt
dirt
band,
road, yeah.
dirt band of the banks
I was,
up top.
I was apparently doing about 73 miles an
And-
hour in a 55.
He ran over 3 school children. I mean, he
It's
was
true.
on a rampage.
I saw
and a
one.
dog.
uh,
It's crazy.
I was in the
and,
car
uh,
The
car
dog
actually.
dead. It was actually a Chihuahua that he ran
I
over.
didn't-
His
I
eyes
didn't
were
even-
on one side of the road and the other.
I didn't even realize that it was a cop until he turned around because he was driving and
He was driving in a car.
yeah. Well, no, normally
So he
when
was
the
going
cops-
the opposite way?
Normally, no,
He
yeah,
went
he's
behind
going the
him?
opposite way.
He was on
No,
foot, huffing it
normally-
toward Lucas the whole time.
And he was running with his radar gun out.
Stop
No,
in the name
just
of the law.
normally when they're
Got his
clocking,
badge out. You ever seen that cop from Clatty with a Chance of Meatballs?
I just cut the cheese.
That was
Okay.
cheese.
No. Normally when they're clocking though, they're pulled over to the side of the road. So that's what got me. I was just like, I didn't. There was no able. I wasn't gonna be able to tell that there was a cop there because he was driving, and so I didn't realize I was getting pulled over until I passed him. And as soon as he passed me, he flicked on the lights, and I saw it in my rear view, and I was like, oh no. And I immediately started looking for places to pull over, and I pulled over in some like ghetto person's yard in their driveway. And the dude apparently he like came out of his house and like I guess asked what was going on or something.
Billy
And the-
Bob grabbed his shotgun at that point. And he's out there in the yard.
And the-
What y'all doing out here?
Pull him over someplace else.
And so I don't know if he's just a police officer or a state trooper. I guess he's a state
He's
trooper.
a state trooper.
Hang on. Let's go into detail. He's Peyton's uncle.
Peyton's
Okay.
uncle pulled over
And,
Lucas.
And he's just like, yeah, it's okay, sir. We'll be done in just a few minutes. I'm like, okay.
That's exactly what he would say.
So I hand him my license and registration after being prompted to do so, and I was very terrified. I was shaking, and I told him I was like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "I'm nervous because this is my first time getting pulled over." He's
He
like,
probably had swamp butt.
"Yeah, okay, yeah."
You often smell your uncle's swamp butt.
Not my uncle.
He was talking about Lucas, probably.
He wasn't even talking to me.
Oh
He
my
talked about
I
god.
me.
thought you were talking about your uncle cop.
No,
Ooh, my uncle.
Your uncle cop.
Uncle
Babe,
Cop.
is that how
Hey,
you
Uncle
refer to your
Cop.
uncle? That's
That's
okay,
what his
Lucas.
name is,
I
Uncle
too
Cop.
have been pulled over. I was actually on my way home from
Blake,
Deaver.
this
Actually,
isn't
I
about
didn't
you.
go home. His story is over. My story time. Pretty much it's over. Anyways, what happened? You got let off with
He
a
got
warning,
pulled
right?
over and shot at the end.
Yeah.
No.
You got let off
Golly,
with a
we
warning.
interrupt each other a lot.
Yeah.
I know my whole entire screen is just constantly flashing green because everyone just
know.
keeps talking.
That's why I'm not talking as much. I'm listening.
So I got pulled over because after D group one time, me and one of the guys in it, we're both nerds, and we were playing Pokemon Go, and there was a Pokestop right in front of this person's house, so we were going like creepily slow, like suspiciously slow right in front of it.
At least
And
5
we
miles
kept
an hour.
going back and forth because you can hit a Pokestop every like 5 minutes or something like that. I don't remember. I haven't played it in a long
Back
time.
before they
Oh
freaking
my
changed it.
gosh.
Dude, remember when you played Pokemon Go and you could, while you were driving in your mom's car or something, you
Yeah,
could like
yeah.
tactically swap it and get it
'Cause
on
it
the
would
way.
pop
But
up.
then they added that freaking speed cap.
Yeah, that's
which
so
ruined the
stupid.
game.
That's so dumb.
Like people were wrecking in their cars and dying. Like it's worth it.
But they were getting like 3 or 4 Pokeballs every time, bruh. Getting them
Heck?
berries, dog.
Actually, like, what are you talking about?
But yeah, anyways, so we were going down another road. Apparently they had reported us to the cops, and we didn't know that. And it was pitch black. Like, it was dark outside. And this cop was behind us this entire time. Had no headlights or anything on, so we didn't know he was there. I don't know how he could even see. But then the lights just got flipped on. I look over at my friend. I said, "Uh-oh." So I pulled into this church's parking lot. And then the cop just came up. He said, "So you got reported for suspicious activity?" I said, "Yeah, we were playing Pokemon Go." He said, "Pokemon Go, huh? All right, well, I guess just stop or something." Just like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he just let me off with a warning. Then he went
See,
and
that
got back
was
in his car.
before. That was before trading was in the game, so Blake just couldn't pull out a freaking Charizard and trade it with the cop to like.
Yeah,
get
I
out of the
couldn't get on
ticket,
his
so.
good side like that. I just best I could do is say, "Hey, I'm on blue team. You on blue team?" Like, nah, man,
Team
I'm not
Valor,
Mystic.
I remember the teams, man.
This
yeah.
battle!
Now you can battle.
Although
dude.
that would have been a thing though. If that was in the game, I could have battled him, and if he won, I could have gotten a ticket. And if I would have stomped his tail, like I probably would have, with my like 2700 Executor.
Dude,
I
mine was
probably
always
would've
the Vaporeon, dude.
Dude, the
Vaporeon.
Vaporeon was always the ones that just their levels were way higher than everyone else's for some reason. Lucas, you look so out of it because you don't know anything about what we're
Lucas
talking about.
then, after he got pulled over, smoked some weed, and now he's out of it. That's all he can do.
All I see in my brain right now is blue lights. That's all I see.
Yeah,
Blue light,
you're already
blue
having
light.
Vietnam
That's
flashbacks.
I'm having PTSD
That's
flashbacks. Okay.
My goodness.
That's great.
Hey, do you have any cop stories you'd like to share? Because I got a few.
My uncle pulled over an idiot tonight.
Oh, that's crazy. You should tell us that story.
That's your
I'm
uncle.
good.
That's your cop story.
Uh,
Yeah, my uncle's a cop.
The only cop story I have is one time it was my birthday, and he surprised the guy that pulled Lucas over, surprised us, and he handcuffed me and took me. Like, I was like 5. He handcuffed me.
This
and
is a
put me in the back,
5-year-old
and
story.
he threw me back. He threw me in the car. Like, actually picked me up and threw me in the back of the cop car.
So
and started flying.
you're
Like,
pretty
I'm-
much exposing your uncle for child abuse right now.
Nah, it was all funny. He had a
Um,
Suburban at the time, so we went in
only-
the pasture and it was fun. I was just bouncing through all the.
So
bumps
after
and
that,
stuff.
you only had a mild concussion, so it wasn't that much of abuse.
No.
Yeah, it was okay. Very mild
Just a mild.
injuries.
I only had just a slight aneurysm in the brain. That's cool.
That's.
That's
I
cool.
mean, I only wet myself a little bit whenever I got
And
pulled over.
that's all. That's the only story I have with a cop. It was very short.
All right, Jaron, you said you
Yeah.
had some. What happened?
Alright. So, it all starts with a bonfire.
Uh oh.
Okay.
We were playing.
I
on going
forgot
to a
about this.
bonfire, right?
I mean, I was involved.
Blake was involved. It was me, Blake, that you see right here, Frosted. We have Hayden.
not
He might
there
have
for
on a
me.
future podcast. A guy named Hayden.
I'm right here.
We
for
have some
me.
other people at the bonfire. You know, I don't even know who all was there. All I remember is this prank we pulled. Right. Starts out at a dollar store. We look around. We're just brainstorming, right? Like, what could we do to Brandon? Brandon.
Keep in mind, I was not actually with him. They went separate. I stayed at the bonfire, and I was just kind of like watching the fire, just chilling out.
Yeah, Blake was just staring at the fire the whole time. He didn't know what was happening.
I had
Like,
no
I
idea.
know
I had
it's
no
his
idea
dog.
all this was happening.
So me and Hayden were at the dollar store, probably picking up food or whatever, and we were gonna pull a prank on this guy named Brandon.
I think you were getting more lighter fuel because we were already running out.
Yeah. We like to spray lighter fuel in the fire because it's fun.
Lighter fuel.
Because we were like pyromaniacs.
Because we're dangerous.
back then.
We're rednecks.
we're just
That's what
dangerous.
everyone does. And then the most random stuff ends up with the fire by the end. Like you'll find a toilet or something in there. That's how rednecks roll.
But Brandon, which was featured in my first video and probably my second, I think. You can
What
tell
did
if
you
you
say
watch those videos. Shout out channel link in the description to all three of us, except Lucas because he don't have one. But we went to Dollar General, right? And we saw these adult diapers. Harmless prank, we thought. Let's just stick some adult diapers in his mailbox. What could go wrong? Well, that eventually turned into us stopping in the middle of the road with Brandon's dad watching us. I'm driving this whole time. Hayden hops out of the car, stuffs the diapers in the mailbox, and jumps back in through the driver's seat over me and into the passenger seat. Then I nail it. I probably skirt a little bit, do a little bit of a burnout.
I didn't know that you
And
were driving because you were driving his car.
Yeah, I'm
wasn't
driving the whole time because I was crouched down in the seat like, you're going to see me. I don't want to see me. I was crouched down in the seat the whole time. I skirted off, right? Thought about it, nothing.
you in
We
your
were just
truck?
laughing. Nope, we were in
No,
this
we were in
car.
Hayden's car, right?
It was a fast car. Probably
Yeah, it was
a V8?
it was a like an '04 or something like that Mustang. It was one of the
Oh, I
older
know what
body
car
styles,
it was.
and it was
I know what
red.
it was.
And I
Dude,
think
it skirted.
I think it was a GT. I don't remember.
But,
It was. I remember that car.
After we tossed them diapers in the mailbox, we go back to my house. All of a sudden, I get a call from Brandon because he's not there yet. He's always late. He's supposed to be on this podcast, but of course he's late. And
He's not.
he's Brandon, so
So we called in Lucas.
yeah. Now Lucas is here. Thanks, Lucas.
So fair.
Yeah.
But I get a call from Brandon. He's like, "Dog, I can't come." I'm like, "What do you mean you can't come?" He's like, "These
I just
guys
busted a nut.
just came over here and destroyed my mailbox." I'm like,
so
What?
extra.
Brandon, that was it. And he's like, "Oh, well, my dad already called the cops on you." I mean, at this point, I'm flipping out because the worst punishment I've ever got was like I didn't even get ISS at school, which is in school suspension. I probably got like called to the office once for something stupid. That's the most punishment I've ever got. So I'm freaking out, right? I was trying to figure out what to do, so I tell my dad, I'm like, what I do? Do I go up there and tell them it was us or just hide? At this point, the cops are still looking for us. So we go back to Brandon's house, and we explained to his dad that it was actually us that threw the adult diapers in his box. And this whole time, he didn't even look at his mailbox and see what we threw in there. He thought it was a bomb. Or
Yeah, I
something like
remember.
that.
I remember finding out that they were freaking out that somebody threw a bomb in their mailbox in this small town in Alabama.
Because that might kill a couple of cows.
Town. It's in the outskirts.
Yeah, it wasn't even in the town. It would have probably a nuclear explosion would have killed but like 3 people. But anyway,
This is Alabama
You
we're
know
talking
how
about.
big a
We go there.
explosion is?
I'm not so sure.
I know
I know it was an
Oh, like 2
exaggeration. but
miles?
Still.
No.
we go to talk to Brandon's dad and say, "Look, it was us." And he calls us stupid. And we leave. On the way out, we pass the cop, and the Greg then tells the cop that it was okay. It was just us. And that was my cop story.
I completely forgot that happened. And by the way, there's a much bigger radius than that. I just looked it up really quick.
Isn't it
okay.
like a
You want to
10
talk about Hiroshima?
10 to 20 mile radius on a nuke or something like that?
I just read like a few things. And I just saw Jaren was wrong. That's all that matters. But actually, Jaren, you mentioned about the worst trouble you've ever gotten in at school, and I kind of want to talk about that for a minute. So I've gotten in trouble at school a little bit. Nothing for anything really that serious. I did get ISS one time because my phone went off. Actually, it wasn't even my phone, and it was Carson's fault that I got in trouble. It was Carson's fault that I got caught.
Remember this story?
I was in 7th grade in my math class. It was 7th period, like 10 minutes before the bell even rang to let us all out. And out of nowhere, you just hear a little notification sound, like a little. And Actually, I don't even know if that was the notification. I just know I can make that sound pretty well. I don't know if it came through on the
That was
mic,
pretty
but
good.
I wanted to brag.
Pretty good. Yeah. I give it to you.
I'm really cool. But anyways,
Yeah.
I got a notification, and then it actually went off immediately again right after because it was 2 notifications at the exact same time about from the same thing. And our teacher, what she does, she will call each of us up by the row and have to prove to her that it wasn't us. So I went up there and I show her my phone. My battery comes out and everything because at the time I didn't have an iPhone. It was an old like red phone that you can slide up and you have the keyboard on it. You couldn't really even do anything on that phone.
Was that a BlackBerry or something, or a
I don't
Motorola?
remember what the brand was.
Nokia.
I don't
I don't remember.
phone.
I don't
got
remember
my
what the brand
first
was.
girlfriend on that phone.
But anyways, I show her. I proved to her it wasn't me. Then she goes through the entire rest of class, and every single one of them proves that it wasn't them either. And then out of nowhere, Carson, from the front row, like front left of the room, just looks at me and says, "Hey Blake, don't you have an iPod with you?" I said, "Oh my freaking gosh, you idiot." I almost got out of this, but he had to bring it up.
Oh my gosh.
Turns out, I got a notification from the Make It Rain game. You remember that game where you just sit there and throw
Make it
money?
rain.
Yeah.
You sit there
My
and
fingers
throw
were
money?
blistered from that game,
That's
dude.
the
That-
thing I'm gonna say.
That's the notification I got. It was from
That's
that
the,
game.
Is that the Flappy Bird era? I'm pretty sure that's
yeah.
what
That's
era.
before.
No, yeah, that was before that. Or
That was
actually,
before
no, it was
that.
around the same time because that was 7th grade, and I remember playing Flappy Bird.
And you could get that
around
auto
7th
make
and
it
8th grade.
rain.
Yeah, and you could get a
attachment, and
bucket
it'll-
thing. You could get a bucket to where you collect money over time. I vaguely remember it, but I do remember it. But anyways, that then I got sent to the office, and then the assistant principal from the back room, you can hear, "Who the heck got in trouble 10 minutes before the bell rang?" And sure enough, it was me. So I ended up
Yeah,
getting
it was
office for
Charleston
that.
Blake's 27.
It was you.
But that's not the only time I've gotten in trouble at school. I also have been sent out in the hall several times because I do the most stupid things. For starters, one time I said Star Wars was stupid in a class, and this teacher adores Star
Unacceptable.
Wars. He took my backpack and like threw it in the corner of the room. I did something
deserved
else
it.
stupid one day, and he made me go stand in front of the board and read the Declaration of Independence just over and
You
over until the
actually-
class was over.
You deserved that. Sorry, Blake. You deserved that one.
No, no, that wasn't for the Star Wars one. The backpack wasn't for the Star Wars one.
Hey,
That, whenever I
James,
had to go read
meanwhile-
that, oh my gosh,
He's playing Make It Rain.
Jaron,
man.
whenever I had to go
You'd have
read
to share
that,
link with me.
that was because it was hat day, and I wore a weird hat, and it was like this wolf or something.
Was it the
it
goofy one?
No, it was a wolf head or something. And I found out that if you take the wolf snout and put it through the strap on the back, it looks like the squirrel from Ice Age. And I showed a few people around the classroom, and they thought it was funny too, but the teacher did not. He thought it was stupid. He said, "Oh my gosh, you're such a freaking idiot," and then he made me go read that. Then I also, one time, we were talking about the Bolshevik Revolution.
I remember this story.
And I said, he ended up calling on another team. We were playing a game, and he called on another team, even though it was technically our turn. And I said, "Oh man, this is Bolshevik," because
That's
we were talking about
hilarious.
the Bolshevik
That was a
Revolution.
joke. That was a funny joke.
That was funny.
It was
And
a
he
funny
looked
joke.
at me, and he said, I think he said, "Get out," or something like that. So I had to go sit in the hall. And then our principal was out there in the hall because it was about time to change classes. And he saw me, and he said, "What are you doing out in the hall?" I said, "I got in trouble." But apparently, whenever I said I got in trouble, I had the smallest little smile on my face. So he marched over there. He was ticked. I swear, he was mad. He walked over there. He was ticked. He
How
got
dare
up in
you
my face.
smile.
He got up in my face, probably like this close right here.
He made out with
I
you.
literally could smell his breath, and it was bad. I remember that his breath smelled
Hang
bad.
on. Let's clarify. This is the same principal that somebody found a condom in his trash can.
Oh, really?
Just
True.
saying. Just saying.
It's true.
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, anyway, I'll
That's
also
true.
paint you a picture. This guy's like, he's got like the reverse mohawk going. So he's bald here, and got hair like here. And he has a tiny little mustache, just like what I have, except cut off from here. He got mad. He walked up there, and then he started yelling at me. Then, right as the bell rang, before the bell rang, he walked in the classroom and said, "You want me to deal with this guy, or do you want to deal with him?" And the teacher's like, "I'll deal with him. Don't worry about it," because he was way more mad than he should have been. Then he left, and then all the students were walking out because the bell rang, and they all looked at me. He said, "Dude, the teacher just saved your life." I'm trying not to say the name because our principal was ticked, like unnecessarily mad for some reason. Then anyways, I ended up just getting like 5 honor codes or something like that, and then he just sat there and talked to me and said, "Come on, you're better than this." So that's pretty much it. I did
So
get
not
Oh!
about being funny in school.
You
no.
got in trouble for saying
Wait, there's one
Lucas.
other time I got in trouble, and it was for another funny joke that I made, and it was hilarious. So I was in another class, it was our English class, and we were just messing around that day, and one of the students walked by, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna call him Bob, because I don't have permission to use their name, so I'm just gonna say." So I said, "Hey Bob, what's Bofa?" And he looked at me and said, "I'm not gonna say that."
Bofa.
and I said, "Come on, just say it." And then he said, "What's a Bofa?" And then the teacher looked at me and said, "Don't you dare." I said, "Bofa D's nuts." And then she looked at me and she said, "Get out. I don't care where you go. Just get out." So once again, I just go sit in the hall for like 5 or 10 minutes until the bell rang. That was
Lucas,
also funny.
what?
what's the biggest you've ever got in trouble at homeschool?
Oh, yeah, Lucas
homeschool?
was homeschooled, so he had to deal with a tough principal.
I think everybody knows he's homeschooled, but carry on.
Well, the podcasters don't. All
How did they
4
know
million
it's
viewers.
homeschool?
Well, based
Why
off
do you
of his
have a voice
awkward
changer
stance.
on? I do. Oh.
I've had a voice changer on this whole time.
I didn't even notice it.
Okay.
Because I've gotten in trouble like while doing schoolwork.
Yeah.
Well, no. Keep in mind, I also did go to like homeschool co-ops as well. So
Oh,
I did
yeah,
get.
yeah, right.
Big boy co-op school.
No, there was one time I didn't really get in trouble. There was one time I was at co-op in Athens. That doesn't mean anything to podcast people. Never mind. Sorry. I was at a co-op, and cooking class was just kind of like one of the classes that was really laid back and like.
Hang on, I heard cocaine
nobody-
class.
Cooking class.
Cooking.
I kind of put
And-
that together.
And nobody really did anything like while the food was cooking. Like we literally just stood around and waited for the food to finish cooking. So I'm sitting there bored, and me and my undiagnosed ADD self starts making random noises, and I somehow ended up
Fart
making.
noises in there.
I somehow started making like tornado siren noises because I found out I could inhale through my throat like to a certain degree and make tornado siren noises.
We're gonna have to hear that.
I can't do it too well anymore.
Lucas,
Uh,
let's hear it.
I'm not even gonna try it. It
You
sounds
can't
terrible.
give us that teaser and not do the tornado siren that sound.
Dude, I tried it the other day and it sounded like a freaking toad being stepped on. Or
I
something.
can't
don't
wait to
know.
hear
A
that.
toad
I
being
wanna hear
stepped
it
on?
right now.
A
Now I'm
toad?
even
I don't
more
know.
intrigued.
Now
It's
that's
just like-
southern.
Give
right
it,
there.
give it a shot.
Everybody,
give it a shot.
everybody, silence, silence. We're about to hear it.
Okay, the silence makes it worse for me. I don't.
Do the sound.
Do the sound. It requires me to inhale. Give me a second.
Do it, come on.
Why is it so hard for you?
It is hard, okay? It's not the only thing hard. What?
Whoa.
First gay joke of the podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying, okay?
Okay, here, I'll...
Somewhat. It's like,
It,
but I was,
it
when
came
I
through
was-
for like half a
keep it-
second, that's it.
keep in mind, I was like 15 at the time, so my voice was not as low as it is now.
Certain
Yeah, my
things
voice
hasn't
changed when I was
fallen to the
18.
right
Certain
point.
things had not fully developed yet, and so I was able to more effectively hit higher pitch notes.
I feel you. I
And
feel
so we just have random moms because there's like no dads at this co-op. There's all moms for some reason. I never understood that.
you. As
But,
teachers,
um,
by the way, for those of you that are wondering, that don't know
Yeah,
the co-op.
yeah, the moms are the teachers. Anyways,
Their
And so
PTA
we
is
just-
just moms.
we
no
just
teachers.
have a bunch of teachers coming down the hallway like looking for where the sound is coming from, and they're like, we were just wondering where the sound's coming from, and we thought there was like tornado sirens going off or something.
Oh!
in the, like,
It
the
was
middle
that
of the day.
convincing?
The whole school
Like, and so
or
they just had
household,
like
depending.
like they just had all these teachers coming down the hallway of this. It was at a big church, and just they were looking for where it's coming from. And
Well, I bet with a church, you probably had good acoustics.
Mom later on proceeded to tell me, she's like, yeah, I heard the noise down the hallway, and she was like, please
You
don't
didn't
tell
rat
me
you
that's
out.
Lucas.
She's not a
yeah,
snitch.
she was like, oh no, that's probably Lucas doing that. And then sure enough, yeah, it was me doing that.
It was Lucas.
So, yeah.
So Lucas almost got in trouble, but never has gotten in trouble.
No, Lucas
That's what
James
I'm
got in
getting
trouble.
from that.
There were some times where there were a few times where I smarted off to my biology teacher, but that's a different.
Is your
story.
biology teacher also your mom?
No, it was somebody else's mom, but she was also kind of.
What did your mom do there?
What did Mom do?
Yeah.
Mom, at that particular co-op, she just was like a teacher's assistant. So she basically just assisted any of the teachers that needed help in classes or whatever. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I know I have a bunch of random stories of me probably almost getting in trouble or getting in trouble during school, but I just can't think of them at the moment.
Okay.
I know I did get in trouble at a co-op years back when I was probably in like freaking like first or second grade. For bullying, Blake knows who this is. Some kid said something and he didn't understand something, and I made fun of him for not understanding something. And then I basically sat there and called him stupid, and my aunt got on to me because she was one of the teachers. She got on to me and put me in timeout, and I was like, darn. Okay.
Put you in timeout.
I got straight up like I got straight up called out by my own aunt, and I was like, oh, okay.
So is that what homeschool ISS is? Is just timeouts?
I mean, they just kind of like stick you off in a corner away from everybody else who's getting away from everybody else who's getting to have fun. So it's like an improvised version of ISS, I guess, or something. I don't know.
I want to know what the equivalent of expulsion in homeschool is. Do they just boot you out of the house?
Yeah, like getting expelled.
He doesn't know what that means.
No, you don't.
For like a week straight, no food.
Well, Jaren, that's not expulsion. That's just regular suspension.
No, I feel like if you get in trouble,
oh yeah, expulsion, you ain't allowed to come back.
Yeah, you're not allowed any of them in the county. I don't think.
You're just on your own, dude.
If you get in trouble, homeschooled, she just makes you do even more homework.
Ooh,
mommy! She just loads you down with more.
I don't like how you just said mommy.
That's disturbing.
Mommy. No more vocab words. I want to do more vocab words.
No, I have more stories of what's happened.
My multiplication tables
between me and my siblings than anything, because I've almost probably killed my siblings quite a few times.
Right. Well, to be fair, I feel like that's how most siblings are. I threw
my sister down the stairs.
Zach dragged me down the stairs by my feet, so that's happened.
I've almost killed my sister on multiple occasions.
I
feel like that's a normal sibling thing to do.
I dropped a fan motor out of an air conditioning unit out of a tree house and almost killed Nathan with it.
I've probably done that three or four times.
Well,
I broke my sister's hip.
I wasn't trying to kill him.
Subtle.
You broke your sister's feet? What?
Hip.
Oh.
Foot fetish freak.
You foot fetish freak.
Well, what can I have the foot? Did it fall off?
I mean, I would hope so.
Keep it in that jar.
I got it in a jar over there.
It's kind of disappointing if you didn't get to keep the feet.
You actually come back with a jar.
Just a random foot.
I'm pretty sure my dad asked the doctors if he could keep his toes whenever he got them chopped off.
Blake's dad has no toes.
Yeah, that's the thing. My dad dropped a huge metal plate. Peyton doesn't know this. Peyton doesn't know this. I didn't know that.
Peyton, you didn't know this?
So my dad's a metal worker.
Lynn's feet.
Yeah, I knew he was a metal worker.
My dad's an iron worker, so he used to do construction. Now he's a welder, and he teaches welding at our community college around here. So one day he was working. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but he tried to pick up this like 400-pound plate of metal or something like that by himself.
Because he's a man and he can do that.
Yeah, he literally can do it. He still does it. It's just this time he just happened to drop it, and
this
it landed.
time he didn't. He kept his
This
toes.
time
'Cause
he
has
had no toes.
he got no
Yeah,
toes to cut
dodged
off,
it this
so
time.
he's good.
So it dropped onto his right foot, and all of the toes just started turning purple. His whole foot was starting to turn black and all that crap, and he ended up just having to get him amputated. So yeah, so my dad has a nub on his right foot.
Can I call him Toeless Steve?
Or you can call him
Steve.
What's his name? I don't even know what your dad's name is.
My dad has a girl's name.
Tolan sounds like a Japanese name.
Oh, dude, yeah,
I don't
like
know why.
Shaolin warrior.
Tolan. A Tolan warrior.
Or
Okay,
Thailand.
good segue. Marvel
Good
movies.
what do we
is
segue?
your-
Marvel
what is
movies.
What is your opinion on Shang-Chi? Peyton, do you still watch Marvel? You ain't gonna know what this is about.
I can't wait.
What is Shang-Chi?
Oh my god, dude! I freaking love Marvel, dude. Lucas,
I love
you got
Marvel,
Captain
I don't know what
America
Shang-Chi
behind
is.
you, so you better know what Shang-Chi is.
Captain America, but you can't see him. Never mind.
Y'all know what Bruce Lee? Y'all know Bruce Lee?
Yeah.
Bruce Lee. That's pretty much a Marvel Bruce Lee movie, and it's gonna be freaking epic.
I can't wait.
You know
can't
the
wait.
Mandarin?
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it. It ain't
you
come
know-
out yet.
No, it ain't count me out yet.
You didn't
But
tell
you know
me
the
that.
man. I'm gonna say you could have seen the trailer. You know the Mandarin
I'll
in
watch it.
Iron Man 3.
The fake man.
Mandarin?
The fake Mandarin at the end of the
The
movie.
fake Mandarin. Oh, the
That guy screaming, "I'm the Mandarin," and he's not really a Mandarin. He's just stupid.
He's got the
Guy.
weird beard.
Actually, I'm an actor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, not
that-
that
yeah.
guy, the other guy. Well, that's the other imposter. But there's like two Mandarins in
Oh,
that one.
right,
Both
right,
of them
right,
are
yeah,
fake.
yeah.
Plot twist. There's another Mandarin. He's mad that the fake actor took his name and broadcast it live on TV. That dude's pissed.
So
he's got
part
10
of an,
rings on his arm
he's
because all
part
the
of an
Infinity
order.
Stones are gone, so they got to use rings now.
Yeah, well, in
And
the
he's
original
about to
comics,
wreck.
there are actual rings that go on your finger. I'm pretty sure they have different abilities. I forget exactly what they do, but they're not as strong as the
The
Infinity
power
Stones
ring, the
from,
time ring.
they're not as strong.
They just rebrand them. They're rings now.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure they are inspired by that. But there's 10 of them now, and in the movie they changed them to where they're like these rings that go up your arm and stuff. Just a little difference. Plus, I think it would look weird having 10 rings on each of your fingers. That'd be crazy.
That'd be thick.
Have you
You
not
couldn't even
watched
make a
the?
fist
You
to
wouldn't be able to
punch.
close your hand.
Blake, did you ever watch that Iron Man TV show that was almost borderline an anime? Not really.
Not really.
because
I didn't really watch a
we're
lot
not
of the
weebs.
animated.
I'm not a
I
weeb.
am.
Thank you
I
very
wasn't
much.
actually a big fan of the
Peyton's a
animated
weeb.
Marvel, but I did like the animated DC shows. But I didn't really watch animated Marvel shows.
Is this you?
That's you. That's you down there.
We're touching
What's up? Let's touch tips.
Jaren, touch tips with me.
Are you over here?
Blake, you're
No,
out
you're-
here for
oh,
me.
you're down here for me. I can't touch
go
this.
to the other
This is
corner,
Jaren,
Jaren.
That's Lucas.
Jaren, go to the
and
other
this
corner
is
for me.
Blake.
Bottom
This
corner.
is Jaren. This
Bottom,
is Jaren
down.
for me.
I'm in the bottom right on mine.
Oh, well, it doesn't really matter where y'all are for you.
Blake
Hey, we're
is
gonna-
down here. Jaren is to the.
Blake, where am I
Whatever
into
direction
you?
that is.
Where am I to you?
Your
Your
arm's
whole
on
hand is
camera.
up to- What if an actual hand just came out of the screen and punched me in the face? That'd be terrifying because I got it's a window right here.
No, you just see me do this, and then my head goes to the window.
That'd be crazy.
You can tell this is our first podcast.
No, I mean we're
I
doing
don't
good.
Have
We're doing
fun
good.
on the
Yeah,
Anyways,
we're doing good.
what
podcast.
we're still on Marvel. We
brainstorm.
can keep talking about Marvel. What are y'all favorite Marvel movies? What is your favorite
Movies or-
Marvel?
I like
Movies and
Ragnarok,
show.
Thor
Movies and
Ragnarok,
show.
and
Captain America, the Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America, the Winter Soldier.
That's a
Whoa,
good
whoa.
one. Top 5 for sure. Mine's actually still Thor Ragnarok. So
That's my favorite.
Captain America is probably the Winter Soldier. Probably was my favorite, and then we got into the later phases and stuff. And oh my goodness, it's so good.
Can we agree
Thor
that-
Ragnarok just turned around the Thor franchise forever.
What about
Taika
Captain
Waititi,
Marvel though?
oh my goodness.
Thoughts?
Taika Waititi is the best ad.
Though, can we agree though that the Winter Soldier movie allowed for like the most hand-to-hand combat stuff for
Dude,
Captain
that was
America.
freaking
The
baller,
actual
dude.
And, like,
speed, the speed of their hand-to-hand combat was so fun
Where
to
he
watch.
drops it, he stabs him and he drops
Yeah,
the
he
knife
drops the
and
knife and catches it again. That's
That is
crazy.
so baller.
That's so cool. I can do that in real life.
Yeah,
Didn't he
probably.
reenact that a little bit in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah,
He's fighting him.
there was a scene in it. I watched New Rockstars. I'm pretty sure they mentioned that. Well, that was
I've only
fast.
watched like
Strange.
3 episodes.
And
I
I'm
need to go
freaking
watch the rest
pumped.
of it.
I like Doctor Strange. I'm freaking pumped for Doctor Strange too, because this is gonna be baller.
Dude, Multiverse of Madness is gonna be so cool.
Spider-Man's gonna pop in and be like, "What's up, dude?" And then you got freaking Thor coming in, Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody's gonna be in it.
Didn't
So-
they release the rest of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episodes?
Yeah, it's all
Put out
it's
for
done.
about
Okay.
a month.
Because I've
We're
only
now-
watched like 2 or 3 of them. I think.
Yeah,
It was
we're
better than
now
WandaVision.
waiting.
I
I
don't know if
agree,
that's
but
an
I don't know why so
unpopular
many
opinion,
people
but-
think that WandaVision
I think
was so much better.
WandaVision was just overhyped for what
I
it
didn't
really
watch
was.
WandaVision. I didn't care. To.
I
It's,
was
the
waiting-
thing is, it's 20-minute video episodes, and then you got like 7 minutes of credits, so you feel so unsatisfied by the end of it. I'm
Yeah.
getting like 15 maybe 20 minutes of content. At
Leave
least
you
in
with
these, I'm
something
getting
else at
40 or
the end
50.
every freaking time that pissed me off.
Yeah,
Piss
I
me
just,
off, man. Piss me off.
Bro, I got a controller hanging from my microphone.
I've seen you be.
Hayden, I'm so proud of you.
You're so cool.
I didn't know I could do that.
Whoa!
You discovered a new talent, dude.
Oh
You should
my gosh.
go on American Idol.
American
That's
Idol,
shit.
no, that's singing. You should go on
It's
America's
America's
Got
Got
Talent.
Talent, idiot.
Lucas, you're showing a little bit too much
Whoa,
love.
whoa, whoa.
I need to bro.
I ain't complaining though, but we can put this online.
Oh, don't worry, I'll zoom
well.
in on that.
I'm
y'all-
a male.
What are y'all's pet?
I don't have much to show.
You know what
except-
ticks me off?
Liars.
When
that?
somebody said I bought something offline. You ain't buying it offline. You're buying it online. I just want to get that out there.
Okay. Dang, I really wish I wasn't put on the spotlight. I can't think of my main pet peeves.
Everything that I do.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty
I've
much.
been
I
shushed.
hate double negatives. Whenever people use them, like I don't mind. Obviously, we're country, so
Like
if
that.
people say
Shit.
"ain't" all the time, I can get over all that. But like, there's sometimes where
Mate,
people
mate,
just
Do you know
It
what a
seems like
double
people go-
negative is?
No.
okay. So,
I do. I was being stupid.
so anyways, I can get over some of them, but some people use them like every other sentence, and it's so annoying. I don't know why. It just ticks me
Wait.
off. What?
I want to rewind. Lucas, I don't know what he was doing. All I saw was that.
He was emptying his goldfish packet, dude.
Oh, you got goldfish right now? Oh.
Oh, he's getting this. He's doing this with his shirt.
Don't worry, guys. Let's all do it.
I'm good.
We're good.
Oh, I can dislocate my shoulder. That's a talent.
All right.
I can
What
kinda
pet
do that.
peeves?
There it is.
I can pop it. My shoulder's out.
Hey, we're on audio only. We're gonna upload this to Spotify. We gotta have.
Oh, this is apparently coming through my microphone.
Oh, I hear
Whenever
it.
I can pop both shoulders out of place.
I heard it.
I can
I
pop
wanted to
mine out of
throw up.
place, but they won't go back in.
Mine
Spe-
don't
oh,
pop.
actually, this
I
is
can-
another topic I want to talk
There
about.
it
I
is.
want.
Jaren, look.
It's actually one of the questions I wrote down. Because I have at least two. That was a
Okay.
weird way to
Bro,
zip your
sharing
bag.
mushrooms.
What is the dumbest way you've been injured? I have two that I can think of already. So for starters, whenever I was in preschool, me and my sister, we were in our old house and it was all hardwood floor, and we were playing imaginary basketball. We were both wearing socks as well, so I went up
Oh.
for this crazy slam dunk, and I came down, and then I kept going, and kept going. Then I hit the floor.
Yeah, that's
And,
what happens.
I broke
gravity
I
for
broke my left elbow, and I'm pretty sure
Oh,
You
I'm
broke your
pretty
left
sure,
weenus?
Not
I
the
don't know
weenus.
I don't know exactly where it broke. I don't remember.
Bro, I got a bony elbow. Look at that.
I ended up getting a really cool green cast for that one, but I'm
Elbow
pretty sure my
fight?
brother still ended up getting blamed for that
He's got a
because even
boner
though he
elbow?
wasn't home. Then I have another dumb injury.
I'm taking
So
mine off.
me and my dad were on our way to go fishing. We were just gonna go bank fishing for a while, and then we got a call from some friends from our church, and they said, "Hey, we're putting in a pool liner. Could you help us out?" So we went over there for a while, and So we were helping him put in a pool liner. So obviously the pool is completely empty. All it has is that rubber pool liner in it. And Dad said, "Hey, go down there to the deep end and help him out." Because they were like having to like plunge out some of the sections and stuff to get all the air bubbles out and stuff. So I started down there, and I was going real nice and slow, and I was coasting. And then I slipped, fell backwards, and caught myself in my right hand. And I ended up breaking my right wrist, but no one believed me. They all thought that I was just bawling my eyes out.
I think I broke my wrist.
They just thought I was bawling my eyes out, I guess out of embarrassment or something.
I think it's broken.
It wasn't like that bad, but she was a nurse. One of them that was there, the mom.
When a nurse doesn't believe you.
She was a nurse, and she started feeling around, and she said, "I don't think it's broken, but I don't know. By the way you're acting, I still feel like you should go get it checked out." Ended up, yeah, it was broken. I've broken a bone before. I know what a broken bone feels like.
Did you throw up any of the times you broke something?
Nope.
You know, it's actually interesting you
But
bring that up because
my wrist and elbow, sometimes they will start hurting. Mainly my wrist, they will start hurting sometimes if it's about to get really stormy outside. Sometimes it doesn't do that all the times, but that's actually a common thing apparently. Your bones can start hurting, and a lot of people think that that's supposed to be a weather change or something.
my mom has arthritis.
You remember that storm, Jerry, that your dart guy with a branch?
Yeah, like
just
2 weeks ago.
My right femur was killing me that day.
All right.
So you sensed that my car was gonna get whacked with a limb. That's what
I
you're
didn't
saying.
know what it was. That's never happened to me before.
Dude, that's crazy. My left knee
my car was in danger.
My left knee is kind of sore right now. I think it's just from
Peyton,
golfing all day.
Are you connected? Are you connected to my
I think
car?
something bad might happen.
Blake, I find it.
What have you
interesting
done, Peyton? What have you done to
You had
Jaren's
sex
car?
with my car?
Yeah, what have you done to Jaren's car that have made you link
I
up with
plugged
it?
my scanner into it and gave it hell.
Dude, I get the darts good looking, but not that close. Jeez.
Your dart is not good looking. I just had to tell you that.
I don't know.
Okay, what was you gonna say, Lucas?
No, I was gonna say, I find it interesting you bring that up because Mom actually brought up today about us needing to change out the pool liner probably at some point, and that it was going to be expensive.
I ain't helping.
And I told her, I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put in a pool liner. I was like, we're paying somebody else to do that because I don't want to fall and break my arm or wrist or whatever like Blake did.
He's got the finger wag going. He mean business.
I ain't gonna do that, mother.
I ain't going to do
Ain't
that.
doing it, mommy.
Mama said no.
Ooh. Blake's breaking it down over here.
Yeah, get it, bro. Why are we so weird?
I don't know. How long we been going, Blake?
45 minutes. Is how long this has been.
Let's squeeze out an hour.
So,
I'm down
so-
for that.
We're at that point of the
let's
point where it's
squeeze out
getting
an
real.
hour.
We've
Oh,
always
dumb
squeezed
injuries.
out most of it, but it's still little pebbles. We gotta
okay,
get the little pebbles.
dumb injuries. Is this?
Yeah,
are we
go
all
for it.
doing
Yeah, go
this?
for it.
Okay.
If you want.
I definitely have one. Blake was actually there for this one. So there was this one year where we were at a kids camp, and we're staying in this cabin, and I had gone to the restroom, and I couldn't get the curtain to close all the way in the restroom because they were crappy curtains and stalls, and so I took it upon myself to put in the effort to close the curtain all the way. So I climbed up on the toilet and then onto the toilet paper roll thingy, the thing that
I remember
anyways.
where you're going with this
And
now.
so I stood up on that and reached up to pull the curtain over the rest of the way because I was a small child.
Yeah,
and,
we were a lot younger then. We were really
What-
And
worse than a rape
and
is
it actually knocked the
say that, Peyton.
the toilet paper.
I know the
toilet paper
reference,
roll.
but I don't think we can say that.
Yeah, you can.
I don't care. I'm
Lucas,
leaving it in
continue.
anyways. Keep
It
on.
actually knocked the toilet paper roll thing off of the wall, and I was just kind of like sitting there dangling by the pole that the curtain was hanging from. And at some point, I eventually just lost grip and fell. And below me, there was like a screw sticking out of it from where it was screwed into the wall that was like jagged and like crooked like this. And my foot went on top of it. And when I pulled my foot back up, it like ripped. And
Your foot ripped off.
I don't know if y'all
No,
saw that,
no.
but I just threw up in my mouth.
I didn't see
Dude.
your throw up in your mouth. I don't think you had your mouth open.
So anyways, foot goes over screw, rips, and I'm just like running around the bathrooms, screaming and like bawling my eyes out, and
Hang
there's
on.
like
Did
bloody
you put
foot.
your foot in the jar?
Oh my gosh.
That-
Yeah, just ignore what he just said. and
just
going.
keep going.
Okay, and so there's just like bloody footprints all over the floor, and they're trying to get me to stop screaming and calm me down long enough to like bandage it and make it stop bleeding. And then Blake at some point was there for this.
Who's
He at
that?
some point
Ooh.
shows
Brady,
up.
we're
Dang
filming
it.
the podcast.
Time out, Brady. You gotta leave. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't. I thought I put it on. Okay, whatever. Go.
So
So he couldn't have joined.
then Blake at some point showed up and peeked his head in there, and
I'll
then I guess
text him.
decided he didn't want to stay for that, and then walked back out. And at that point, my sister is on the way, like over there to see if I was okay, even though I was in the men's restroom. She was still coming to check on me. And then Blake like passed her in the hallway and said, "Oh yeah, you might not want to go in there. There's like blood all over the place." And then apparently Caitlin had to go like sit back down on her bed or something, because I guess if she thought about it too much, she probably would have passed out.
I do very faintly remember that, and I remember all that it happened and occurred, but I barely remember any of the details. But I do remember seeing blood on the floor. I do remember that, but I don't remember seeing a ton at the time. But I do
Well,
remember.
I just
some.
remember a bunch of bloody footprints in the bathroom because
That's
I
so
was like
gross.
running all over the place, freaking out.
You said
And,
you mentioned how you got an injury at kids or at a kids camp or whatever, and it reminded me of the time I was at another camp of ours that our church does, and I went to go put my swimming trunks back on, and I'm not taking a drink. I went to go put my I went to go put my swimming trunks back on because we had clotheslines out there so you could dry your swimming trunks overnight and stuff. So I went out there and got it. They were already off. So I went out there, got them, and went in the bathroom, and I went to go put them on, and I did. And then out of nowhere, I got stung by a black wasp on my inner thigh. It was scary.
Oh.
I thought
Close.
that's what was coming.
It was scary close. It was like 2 or 3 inches away from that area. And I'm like, I'm so happy. So I had to go see the
That would
nurse.
have been
at the
a
thing.
much better story if you got stung.
So
It
what he
would've
said is
been
a
a
nurse
fucking-
looked at his
Have y'all
balls.
heard? Wait, can I? Okay, I shouldn't talk about this. Never mind.
Yeah, let's just avoid it.
Okay, I'm just.
If you're not sure, let's just avoid it. Okay. Anybody else have interesting injury stories?
I've never broken a bone in my life.
I've never broken a bone.
That just means y'all
I
aren't
fell off a-
adventurous.
I fell off a picnic table and had a concussion and passed out and almost died. But
Cool. I
That's
blacked
weird.
out while playing backyard baseball, and I ran into a tree. I was running to, it was like third base or whatever, and I slipped and hit my face on it and blacked out.
hey, y'all know
Dang.
Holden,
Yeah.
my cousin? I almost killed him with a golf club. My backswing, I was a pro golfer day one, just saying. My backswing, I caught
Yeah.
his head right here, boom, knocked him
Mm.
out. He was out cold for an hour.
That's crazy.
Whole time had to sit time out in the backyard, crying my eyes out. Didn't know if he was alive. They wouldn't tell me. They were like, "Just sit down right now." I told him to move back. It's not my fault. And he was in there dying, but he woke up eventually. You can tell because
He was in there dying. Buddy woke up, so it's all good.
He woke up. He woke
He
up.
died.
It was all good.
But he lived. I remember Dawn of the
Lucas, have you
Dinosaurs.
ever almost killed your brother?
Yeah.
I got hit in the nuts with a golf club.
I'll leave it at
Yeah.
that. Next question.
No. No. Yes, there's been quite a few times that I probably almost killed my brothers.
Hey, brother.
There's like that one in particular, like I said, I dropped that out of treehouse and it hit Nate. Or I'm not supposed to say names. Sorry.
No, you can say
It hit-
names like
No,
that.
you can
Just
say
don't
your
say like
relatives'
full
names.
Just don't say,
Just don't say
full
full
Don't
names.
names.
say names and
As
address.
as
I was about to
Jared
say.
just
I was
said-
about
as
to say
Jared
my
just said
address.
I know
So
your
it can-
address. I could have said it
so
too.
it can be a first name though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it hits Nathan in the ankle, and he's
Uncle
like
Shot
sitting.
won't kill you.
Yeah, well, he was sitting there like screaming bloody murder and saying, "I'm going to kill you," and they had to like keep Nathan away from me because Nathan
So he almost
legit-
killed you,
Like he legitimately wanted to like strangle me to death, probably.
but he didn't because you're talking to us right
No,
now.
I got
Yeah,
a
well, no, I'm still
story
here.
of me almost killing Xander.
Yes.
No, it's
He's
it
his
was
twin,
an,
by
it
the
was an
way.
accidental thing. Yeah, he
They were
looks just like me.
triplets in the womb, but
And then Peyton
ate the other
absorbed the baby.
I hate the other. Okay.
That's why
Yeah.
Jaren can never be as strong as him until he kills and eats a baby. So.
Till he absorbs a baby.
An unborn baby, Jaren. So that's an
I'm
even more
cooking
of a
one.
challenge.
I'm cooking one right now. So
Well,
I got you too. I got you,
Blake
Jaren.
has
I've been
my
cooking.
child. Blake's
been
cooking my
cooking one
child.
for
right
like-
now.
That's what I
Yeah,
was about to say. I've been cooking one for like 15 years now.
Peyton, once I eat his, you don't stand a chance.
That's right.
Carry on.
And then I'm gonna eat Jaren. Then I'll be as strong as a full-grown man. Me
You didn't tell me
and
about that.
the baby that he's consumed.
It's a part of the rules.
Dang it.
And then I'm gonna get eaten and feed an entire nation, probably.
The Fire Nation.
Did I tell y'all about that time I tried popping a wheelie on a mini bike?
No.
I think you told me, but not them.
I told.
Was it gnarly? Was it a gnarly wheelie?
Well, you know,
Wheelie.
Willie. I'd rather you keep that put away. Anyways, those dumb jokes. Sorry. So I was riding my mini bike with my uncle one day because we all used to ride mini bikes, and I had somehow I don't even know how you figured that out on accident. I'm not sure, but I had somehow accidentally figured out that I could pop a wheelie on the mini bike. I had like went to hit the throttle and like accidentally shifted my weight back on the mini bike, and then the front end kind of came up a little bit, and I was like, "Oh wait, I can pop a wheelie."
Wait
with
a
this thing.
second. Progress. Death is
And
coming sooner.
so then I just started like testing it to see if I could, and sure enough, I got a few like decent wheelies in, and I was like, "Oh." And so then I pulled around in the front in his front yard on the main like stretch there. I'm like, "Hey, I figured out that I can make this thing pop a wheelie." And so I was like, "Hold on, let me show you real quick." So I go pull down to the end of the straightaway, come back around.
Those are famous last
First-
words.
first-
Watch this.
But yeah,
Hey, let me
watch
show you this.
Watch this. Hey, watch this. So
Hold my beer.
I like gun it the first time, and I guess I didn't shift my weight good enough because it was a very weak wheelie and it wasn't very good. And so then I was like, "Hold on a second, let me go try it again." So I pull back around. This time I hammered that bad boy and I shift the weight back, and the front end of it came up probably like a good 2 feet off of the ground on that front wheel. And it like bucked me off of it, and I landed on like my hands and knees. And when I look up, I just see the mini bike, the front wheel come back down.
Did you do a backflip?
No, I didn't do a backflip. No, it just kind of like
Hands and knees.
no, like it was like the mini
Lucas
bike.
is freaking stunt devil in it.
Yeah,
I was thinking you did this.
No,
And you landed on your hands and knees.
it's really weird to explain, but I somehow like got shot off of it and then landed on my knees.
I'm
Anyways,
guessing your knees scraped and then you just landed on your hands.
yeah,
You
And
weren't
so-
wearing knee pads?
I was essentially for like a split second. for-
Where was the OSHA approved helmet?
Anyways, mini bike lands
I don't think OSHA
back
approves that stuff.
down on its front wheel.
OSHA doesn't
and
approve very many things.
continues to roll because I had idled it up higher in the wintertime to keep it where it would, run because it was cold. And the clutch was still engaged on the mini bike. So it was just kind of like rolling
My
off.
go-kart's clutch gets
And
stuck
I didn't chase after it. I just looked up and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like chasing it. And so I just sat and
You left
watched
it there.
as it rolled across my uncle's yard, across part of our yard. It crossed our road and jumped a ditch.
So you're saying this thing went on a full cross country?
No, it did.
It's
trip
in Europe
without you.
right now.
This
This
thing
thing
went on
ran a
spring
fucking
break and came
cross-country
back.
mile.
No,
It's
it
still
rolled.
going. It never came
It
back.
rolled probably at least a good 200 to 300 feet before it
Jeez.
finally eventually fell, and so it ended up in my great aunt's yard, and I just sat there.
Yeah, his whole family just owns that road pretty much. By the way,
And so there's just a random mini bike rolling across the road and jumping ditches and stuff.
yeah. Imagine
and,
though if you're driving down the road and you get passed by
You look out
a
the
mini
window,
bike.
That's my Ghost Rider.
Like, hold on.
somebody accused Ghost Rider. Anyways, so yeah, and
Oh my
I was
gosh.
sadly I was disappointed because it broke the brake handle, on the mini bike. And at that point, I was like so like pissed off with that stupid mini bike because I kept having to buy stuff to repair it. I was like, you know what? I'm done with it. I was like, somebody else can buy it and deal with the problems, and I sold it. So, yeah,
No more mini bike.
no more mini bike. And now, unfortunately, I want another one, which is dumb because I sold
Why
it.
mini bike? Why don't you just get a regular dirt bike? You don't need a
Because
mini
that-
one anymore.
Four-wheeler, which is 100 times safer.
Expensive.
I turned into Donald Trump. I don't like regular dirt bikes.
Expensive.
No, he was doing the Italian hands too.
I
Rigatoni.
tell you, Vinny, I don't like a regular dirt bike.
What the fettuccine?
Y'all remember that meme about the mouse? Or was it a recreation of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Somebody touching my spaghetti. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can talk about memes now if y'all want.
Yeah.
What?
Memes? Oh,
Has there
God.
been any good memes lately? I haven't seen
Not
any
really
memes like I
lately.
used to.
Although I will be fair, I used to get a lot of my memes from iFunny, but then iFunny just kind of went to like all videos pretty much. I didn't care about them.
It's been
And
TikTok.
that was like, I guess that has been a couple of years ago. Yeah, now it's all TikTok stuff. Even
TikTok's
Reddit, I don't see a ton
trash.
of great memes.
My
Although one of my
life's a
all-time
meme.
favorite memes was the surprise Pikachu. I always like those for some reason.
Hey, what? I don't remember any good memes.
Bro, do I have a Harry Potter scar right here? What is this?
I think you're just
Whoa, you're sideways,
Oh,
Lucas.
Lucas.
Whoa.
Whoa! Hold on a second.
Hey,
Whoa,
hey, you turned him sideways.
Oh my gosh,
Hey,
Lucas.
Your Harry
Lucas, you're
Potter
broken.
dad turned him sideways.
Oh, Lucas taking us on a trip. Oh,
In his favorite rocket ship.
I clicked on Lucas so full screen that, and then whenever he fixed it, it was just all Lucas all in my face. It's
No,
terrifying.
I somehow accidentally flipped it, and then I just kind of like took y'all for a ride for a little bit there, and just kind of.
You flipped it again. Huh.
Oh, hold on a second. There you go. There you go.
Damn,
What was that? I don't.
It's my
Peyton.
otter impression.
Your otter impression. I don't think you've ever seen an otter in your
What
life.
does the
before.
fox say is my favorite meme? That was
That's
the
not
best
even-
time for
I don't
memes.
even think
That's
that's
a
a meme.
meme. That's
What
a,
do you
that's a
mean?
song.
People made memes.
What do
out
you
of that
meme?
all the time.
I was
We
gonna
get
say
it.
that, Lucas.
What do you meme?
I'm sad.
Lucas, you're the
now.
funniest person I know.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, it broke up for me. So it
Yeah, it
didn't
did.
really-
It cut out halfway
everybody.
through.
It broke up for me too.
Okay.
It's coming from my thing.
Questions?
So we're coming up right on along an hour. I have Reddit. Would you rather? Y'all want to end it on a random? Would you rather?
Would you rather? That's how we end every one of our podcasts, with a would you rather.
Okay, so
Make
this
it a
would you
dude.
rather
We've done
is.
a podcast before.
Would you
Every
rather?
one of them.
Would you rather fight a bull, a bear, or an ape?
Is this for me?
Everyone.
Lucas, go. You're the guest.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
Wait, what was the first one?
I have to think about this.
A bull,
a bear,
a
ape.
bear, or an ape.
BAP. Remember that. BAP.
My question
That's
is,
a
about
bat.
an acronym.
That's a bat.
what are we like hand to hand fighting this thing?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
what-
Combat,
That's what we're
dude.
gonna say. Hand to hand, just fist.
Oh.
But
Technically,
you
you're
can do-
only hand-to-hand combat with the ape. So.
well,
Yeah.
technically, let's say hand to hand.
Bears
But
got hands, dude.
but you can use whatever you find on the ground. Like you say, there's a rock on the ground. You
So
can pick
can
it
the
up and
ape.
use it.
So,
Technically,
technically, there's a bazooka laying
Okay.
out there. I'm not allowed to use it.
What if
Well,
I
it's-
have bear repellent spray right here and I sprayed it?
shoved up your
What
butt?
if there's a tank
What?
laying right next to me?
So it just so happens this entire fight was happening on a military base,
Okay.
and I
What
had
if
there was
access
a
to an
tank?
F-18.
Given the question, I don't. Apes are actually a lot more fierce than you probably think they are. They're actually terrifying.
Right, right.
Okay,
Um,
okay. Time out. Be specific. We talking silverback gorilla? We talking about orangutan?
I'm okay. So this is what I got in mind. I think like like one of those like bull fighting like bucking bulls. Like they're like these things are doing stuff. They're crazy. Then
We've
I'm
got a bull
thinking.
like that.
Then I'm thinking like a big grizzly bear, not a black bear or
Oh,
talking
grizzly
grizzly.
bear?
Yeah, we're thinking grizzly.
Why not a
And
black
then
bear?
not because of color, because it's so much smaller.
That's true.
And
I
then
could beat up a black
let's say silverback gorilla.
Dang,
Okay,
not the gorilla.
So
Let's
gorillas,
be
gorillas
honest
are
here.
terrifying.
None of us stand a chance to get any of those animals. We're
Okay,
gonna die no matter what.
Okay,
Right.
so
Which of these are you gonna
gorillas-
last longer against? I guess
gorillas
is the
are
question.
terrifying, and they're heavily
Hey,
territorial.
you got your turn. Now go.
I don't want to fight that.
Bulls are also very territorial, and I really don't know how you'd fight one of those because they're basically tanks.
I do. I ran from one before.
Cool.
But a bear is sensitive in the nose. So if you have theoretically a big enough stick nearby, you can whack that bad boy in the nose with a stick, and he'll probably run away.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd
No,
like
like-
to see
no,
you
like,
try that.
legit-
I'm
no, like,
next on my screen.
Well,
I'm about to
hold
prove
on,
your
hold on.
point wrong.
Is our goal just to escape, or is our goal to
Escape.
kill
Escape.
the thing?
No,
Bro,
escape.
This is we're in a pen. This is life or death, dog.
Bro,
Whoever
I'm not
fights
like
this
someone-
crap,
You best believe I'm
One-
getting out of that pen.
one of these organisms ain't coming out of that pen. And it's
Well,
probably gonna be one of us.
Well,
but-
you don't. You know what?
Okay,
You
so
dang
we're
too
going
right,
to the
I'm gonna,
death,
like,
Lucas.
turn into like the Tasmanian devil and like chew a stick into a spear, and then
Lucas, what's your final answer? Bear?
it's probably gonna be the bear.
I'm gonna tell
I
you.
feel-
like, so
I-
dumb, dude.
Let me
Okay.
tell you
If
why
you
you're
watch
so
any
dumb.
movie, if you watch any movie where there's a survivor in the woods, you know bears aren't nothing to mess with. They gonna mangle the crap out of you, dude. You remember that freaking
have you
movie?
seen
Okay,
anybody-
girls, chill out.
The
Okay. Are you
Revenant or something like that.
Okay,
Have you
bears
seen
are
in the
bad tail,
movies
dude.
where they
One
fight bears? There ain't no
claw
bears
rip your
around when there's people
internal
alive.
organs out,
Whoa.
dog. They're taking their freaking claws, ripping you to shreds. You're dead. Bear, no way. We're talking. What's the next one? Ape.
Silverback gorillas.
They got
are-
small. They got small wieners. I've heard that. So
So that means it's a harder target to kick if that's
No,
what you got to
hear me
resort
out.
to.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'll take out mine. Okay.
Embarrass them? Is that what you're gonna say?
Embarrass the gorilla.
And he kills
Dude, he
himself.
turns
It's
around.
instant.
He picks up the 37 Magnum on the ground, blows his brains out because he's so
Russian
embarrassed.
roulette.
Exactly,
I'll
Jaren.
win
I
the
think
fight.
you won.
Can I have an applause
Okay,
for that one?
but
I have to say though, the only reason I named bear is just because I've taken a survival class and I know all the different like weak
Ooh.
points.
I was a Boy Scout at 5'2".
Oh.
Scout Connor.
No, but like, legit, bears do have a lot of like weaknesses that you could use on them in a fight.
okay,
Lucas,
well,
we ain't talking about
I'm
Pokemon
gonna say I'll
right
go
now. We're
next.
talking
I
about
think
real life.
I would actually choose a bull. Y'all would go those. I think I would choose a bull, especially if like you said, if we're in a pit. I think I could get that bull trapped, or something like if I can get his horns or something stuck in like whenever I say trap, I was thinking like a rodeo thing where maybe get his horns stuck in the fence. If I can straight up matador that thing into getting stuck
Bulls
somewhere,
are horny.
they are
They
horny
wanna go.
little sons of guns. So if I get that thing stuck, maybe I could go for a kill or something. Or if I
Lucas,
could
is that
take out the
funny?
legs. Now I know that I'm not winning, but I think I have to go with the bull. Although
Yeah,
I do know that grizzlies.
Stop.
This is actually in Red Dead 2 as well. If they charge you, if you stand your ground, apparently they like start respecting you or something, and they'll just straight up leave you alone.
Just like, wait, Colby.
Yeah, they'll just like, hey,
No.
sheesh, and then just walk
Yeah, but
away.
Also-
you're just too cool.
Also,
you're
if you have a like a jacket or something with you and you like stretch it out,
Right, to
on
make
your
yourself look
arms,
bigger. I've
make
seen
yourself
that.
look bigger. Bears or get more terrified of things that look bigger. So
That I've always heard that
Yeah,
too.
because they're wusses.
I've always heard that too. And I'm
Y'all
already
making bears
big
out
as is.
like they're scaredy cats, dude. I
Jared,
guarantee you, if you
okay.
walk up to a grizzly in the wild, y'all aren't gonna be like, "Oh, scared of me." It's gonna freaking rip you to
Right,
shit.
so
talking about-
Jaren,
we're
your
talking
answer
about
is if you came across a wild gorilla, your first move is gonna
You're
be to
just gonna
drop
be
your
like,
pants to
"Pull
your
up a bigger."
ankles.
I think he's
You'd
gonna
be
embarrass
like,
you, and you'll pick up the Magnum.
Has anybody ever tried that?
I
Well,
don't
what
think
if,
anybody pulls
Jared-
out their
What if-
wiener when they see
Okay,
a gorilla.
hey,
What
if
if-
you're
I have a
watching this
question.
if you're watching podcast episode 2 and Jaren's not here, it's because he dropped his ankles to his pants against a gorilla in the wild. And he
And
lost,
died.
and he found out that his hypothesis was wrong.
But he didn't die via
Jared-
gorilla. He
Jared-
died to a Magnum.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gorilla just picked up the Magnum because his was bigger than mine.
Jaron,
Yeah,
what
'cause
if
you gotta
the-
think about
what if the
some-
gorilla
you
just,
gotta
like,
think about
yanked your pecker off
proportions.
or something. Just like
That gorilla is 3 times your size.
Yeah, you got to think about proportions here. Small to them is probably like massive to us.
Plus, once I eat Blake's babies cooking up for me, there ain't no way I ain't gonna be stronger than a silverback
It's
gorilla.
true. It's true. Good callback.
but
And then
it's
after
probably
he
gonna be
wins
like
that fight, I'm
steroids.
gonna eat Jaren and then beat the crap out of that bull.
Crap, dude, that bull is screwed.
That bull is
Bingo.
gonna get jacked up.
Yeah, dude.
No,
You said
okay.
the
I
bull
wasn't
just
even thinking of that. I
kept
was thinking
flexing
about like jacked by like getting strong, and then Lucas's mind went straight to the gutter.
Peyton, go. What's yours?
Because I have experience with bulls, I would say I would be able to kill a bull. Because I have ran away from one a lot of times.
Oh, so you're the clown or jester or whatever in a rodeo.
Not on purpose.
But you probably did look like a clown out there
I did look like a
unintentionally.
clown.
Side note. In rodeos, is it true they tie the bull's balls up so they kick so much?
Yes.
Oh
Are
my
you
goodness.
serious?
Okay, in this situation, are these bulls' balls tied up?
That's what I was thinking because like I said,
Well, no, because it wouldn't charge you then. They can't be.
Oh, they
Well,
Well, I
wouldn't.
wouldn't
They
be
wouldn't charge.
charging if my balls were tied up. I'd be
I bet-
freaking.
Oh my lord!
Except our voices would probably be really high pitched because we're losing circulation.
you cut out. I just see you go.
all testosterone just leaves your body.
Voice crack
Hey,
in that, by
So
the
you,
way.
you just go with the bull.
I would go with the bull, and you know how to kill a bull?
With your pinky finger?
No,
That's my
like
second
Blake
weapon
said,
of choice.
when Blake said that he would
Mine's
take out the
crooked,
bull's
so
legs,
I can get angles.
that's actually accurate because bulls can't breathe, or not bulls, cows in general can't breathe very well when they're upside down,
Out their legs. Oh.
and you can step on their throat and kill them.
Yeah, so take out their legs, get them on the ground, and then just choke them to death by sitting. Hey, I'm sure all 900 pounds of me sitting on that bull's throat is gonna be pretty dangerous for it.
Because cows can't wiggle like that. They have to rely on their weight to fall over, and then they have to rely on their weight to sit up. Like they can't just get up like dogs and cats do, like just twisting their bodies.
We got
They have to
Farmer
get up with
Peyton
their
here.
arms. They got to go down like this and then stand up.
Right.
They're done. They're done.
Dunzo.
Stand a
Get
chance.
wrecked, bull.
Get wrecked, ape.
So that was
stand a
my
chance.
You
answer.
won't stand a chance against this weapon I'm packing.
Boom. Well,
Jaron, you're gonna get your pecker ripped off by an ape, and I'm gonna sit there and laugh.
that is a
the entire
possibility
time.
that could happen, but I could rip his off too.
Wait,
No.
Then we'd sword fight.
sword fight with each other.
Sword fight with each other. Wow, your weapon's
That's pretty
a lot
much what
bigger
the
than
fight.
mine.
That's what the fight's gonna go down to. We're just gonna sword
Why?
fight.
Why is my weapon so much bigger than yours? Oh wait, I ripped yours off.
Well, boys, that was
Okay.
the Brainstorm podcast. We brainstormed how
Episode
to
1
freaking-
featuring
That
Lucas.
was-
Featuring
Gorillas.
Lucas. He's right here for me.
Well, he's over
We
here for
literally
me,
just-
so
We
everybody,
literally
Peyton,
just gave
point the
you
other side.
provocative.
Okay, Jaren, other side, Jaren, other side, Jaren,
Other side,
other side.
other side,
There you go.
This is
Featuring that
Lucas.
guy, Lucas.
We'll figure
Thanks
out
for
who
coming
we
on,
have
Lucas.
next time.
I hope you learned something about gorillas and how to whip them.
I learned to not speed as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
I'm still have PTSD from that.
I'm still too focused on the gorilla fight and how badly I
there.
want to watch
And
it from the sideline.
that yeah.
But
Jared-
the outro.
Actually, what y'all don't know is that I'm keeping Jaren doing that in, and I'm keeping Peyton smacking his
Ow,
face.
it hit his sit.
Because
it
that
freaking hurt.
Because Peyton, that made an awesome noise, and that is a good way to end it.
Bro, look
and
how jacked up my mic is.
Straight.
It really is.